Do you know how you can hear my voice right now, guys?
Yes.
Some would say that you could hear sound. Just like
One
that.
could
might
say
hear
you hear
sound.
sound.
So you can hear
What
sound
is
right
that?
now. I don't know, someone sounded like they fell over.
Is sound real, or are we sound ourselves?
Do you know what that sounded like? It sounded like somebody running around. I could also
Running
hear a
around this
whistle,
world.
like a
Is
jet
that a
engine.
vacuum or a plane or?
Is that my PS4?
Sounds
Hold on.
like
That might be
I
your
think it's
PS4.
I think
Oh,
it's
yeah,
your
yeah, that's
PlayStation overheating.
Yeah, it's my PS4.
Jesus
I'm playing
Christ,
some of
turn that shit
playing
off.
playing some of that Call of Duty.
That's about to blow.
You're
Playing
playing
some-
too much Call of Duty.
I'm playing, all the cool kids from 2009.
I was going to make a Sonic joke of running around at speed of sound, but I'm more concerned about the whistling sound. If your machinery is making a whistling, screeching noise...
Well, this is the sound that it makes. I didn't know that it was picking up.
It's not supposed to make that noise.
I didn't know
Probably
that.
not.
I didn't know that it was
Mine
picking.
doesn't.
I didn't know
Do
that
you
it
have
was.
the PS4 Pro?
No, I don't.
Okay, I know. I've heard stories those things are loud as shit, but no, I have not heard these jet engine noises coming from a game console.
Well, I'm not using it right now, so I'll turn it off.
I mean, my old 360 used to make that, but that was old. It was because it was old and tired and like half red ringed once.
I'm more concerned for your safety than the noise picking up on the
I
microphone,
didn't
I'll
even
be
think it
honest.
was. I thought that's just the sound that all these things make.
Sometimes the fans will kick out a noise, but that's like high-pitched. Like, that's concerning. Maybe it's just the acoustics and how it's, picking up.
I don't know. I
maybe-
mean, like I play games all the time when we record. I don't know why you're just hearing it now.
I don't know. It's, it was loud. But it's okay. As long as it's not about to blow, then we're fine. We're okay. Manimal's still alive. We're still alive. We're all good. And we're live. Speaking of alive, we're live with the show right now. It's the Manga Raiders Happy Hour episode 188, which is 12 away from the big one, the big 200.
Wait, really?
Yeah. In 12 weeks.
We're getting there.
Holy shit!
Which will be like...
Oh, I don't know, 5 minutes basically.
February? Around? I'm guessing? Somewhere? Oh no, we'll probably skip some
Ish.
episodes.
Oh shit!
You never know.
We probably will skip at least one before the end of this year, purely because of around Christmas time. It is it's bang on Christmas Day. The Wednesday falls. It's the 25th of December, and probably aren't going to be uploading anything for that day. We're just letting you know all in advance right now, guys. We're sorry, but it's probably not going to happen. But we'll give you instead. We're going to give you 12 days of Christmas goodness in the run-up to it to make up for it. So that's like at least 12 hours of shit that you can enjoy there. So look forward to that shit, which reminds me we absolutely need to start recording more, but that's a problem for future us. Right now, we've got some anime and manga and all that other good stuff to talk about. My name is Simon Benno is Vacant. As always, to my virtual left, he is the Canadian who can't wait for Thanksgiving in the next couple of weeks. It's Manimal.
I'll fight you until you die.
Okay. Any reason why?
Until you die.
I will fight you until you die. What if?
Yeah,
you
that
die?
just sounds like murder more than anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no. Well,
Yeah,
I
that
guess
is
it,
just murder.
it would start
Yeah,
as a
it's not-
fight, I suppose.
That ain't
But
much of a,
That's aggravated assault.
ain't much of a fight.
I will kick you until you stop breathing. That's just murder at that point. That's not really a
I
threat.
feel like a few Roman emperors went down that way.
Fair enough.
Okay. Well, other than that, hope you're well. Hope you're well, Manimal.
Yeah. I'm just sitting here, doing the show.
That's what you're doing. That's well. That's as well as you can be for a Wednesday evening. And to his virtual left, filling out the Kanzarian portion of the podcast, it is Corin.
Well, you may find that I'm only feeling out part of the Kanzarian portion.
Hey, but wait, there's more. Making his
There's another man filling that hole with me.
sentence I didn't think I'd hear you say today, but regardless,
Yeah.
It's been so long.
he's
I'm
here.
finally
Oh,
not
shit.
working.
Who is this guy? Who is this? Is this a new person on the show? Is this a new character?
That's right. It's me, Mr. Sherbert Lemon.
Oh, hey,
Return.
Sherbert.
At last.
I haven't seen you in so long, man.
God
Holy
damn,
shit.
Martin. Thank Christ you're here.
My name's not Martin.
My name's not
So
fucking
he
Martin.
says.
Oh, I had a joke. I had the M. Bison Yes clip ready, and then forgot to play it. So sorry about that. But imagine,
That's right.
imagine that played when you were there. Yes. Fucking love M. Bison. I love the Street Fighter movie as well.
All I wanted to do was create the perfect genetic soldier. Not for conquest, not for evil, but for good.
What's the matter, Colonel? Came here expecting to fight a man, but instead you found a god?
What was his name? Raul Julia?
Oh, Julia.
Julia. There you go.
Or Julia.
Raul
I don't-
Julia.
I think it's. I've always heard Julia, but I
I
don't
may
know.
have-
Depends how Americanized it was.
Yeah, I may have just thought he was a Hispanic. Best pronounce that J as a Jul. You know, like Jesus. Jesus.
Jesus.
I love the Hispanics and Latinos.
Nothing's worse than in Spanish the double L's though.
What happens to double L's?
Sha,
Sha?
basically. Like she is ELLA, but it's pronounced Eja.
Wow, I've never. I guess obviously, you know, I'm not too local to Mexico or anywhere around those parts, so I guess I've never heard it. That's crazy. Pardon
It's a
me.
weird choice.
Ugh, sick in my mouth. But yes, we've got a cast of 4 now. We are the 4 corners of the world, propping it up. Vacant mammal.
Important to note, 2 corners of the world are both Kansas.
Oh shit.
That's true. But you know, that's Kansas needs love. It's that important to the world that we need that there for Kansas. So it's
Kansas is actually a linchpin holding the earth together. If Kansas went apart, it'd just like fall apart.
Yeah, it's like a bath plug. You pull that bad boy out, there's gonna be
And
lava.
And then you look at the map
Everything just-
from Death Stranding, and you see most of where I live has just been wiped away.
Oh,
It's not important. Look, let's be honest. Death Stranding really is more like based on Iceland than it is America.
You need to reconnect America. What? No, not those parts.
Nobody wants those pots. It's okay. It's okay. They're fine. They're doing their own thing over there. But oh well. I haven't played Death Stranding yet. Have you got it? No.
No,
Oh.
no, I have not. Maybe when it's $20.
Yeah.
But-
So I was gonna get it, and then I heard the early reviews where people were like, "Ooh, not too much game. It's light on the gameplay front."
Yeah.
And then I thought, I don't. For me, as long as it's a cool and interesting story, I don't mind that too much. You know,
I'm still very down to play it at some point. I just
Absolutely.
don't know when that's going to. No, I don't know when that's going to be.
Well, okay, not play it so much, experience it
Yeah.
is what I am looking forward to.
That's-
I think you guys were mentioning it earlier when my mic was still busted, but this is Kojima without being told no.
yeah.
This is his
Yeah.
Phantom Menace, where
Oh
he has
my
cashed in
God.
all of his clout
To
to
make
just
what
ignore criticism.
to make whatever the fuck he wants.
Jesus, I had never thought of it that way. This is Kojima's prequels. So I can't wait in 10 years when EA picks up, I don't know, Metal Gear Solid and makes the sequels out of it, and it's going to be terrible.
Metal Gear Survive 2,
There you go.
brought to you by EA.
Ooh.
To the game. Yeah, it's
To the
my
game.
it's my birthday in a few days, so I guess I can throw it on the old B-Day list. But I'm gutted because every game that I wanted, like I've been looking forward to, I always pick up the WWE game. Haven't picked that one up this year because it's broken and it's a mess. Was looking forward to Death Stranding, but apparently it's not been too. It's been a bit disappointing for people from what they've said. The
Now,
reviews.
I
that
guess the
come out.
question is it disappointing because they were expecting actual gameplay, or are they disappointing because they still don't know what the fuck it's about? Because I've heard both criticisms.
I was gonna say it's kind of both, to be fair, from what I've heard. It's like, I suppose because you were just like, what could this possibly be? And I guess it turned out there was not much.
I'm waiting for all of my podcasts to start talking about it, but the general gist of it is you're only delivering packages. It is the highest quality walking simulator in terms of, balancing weight and packages on your back while avoiding weird stuff.
Yeah, there are some pretty funny screenshots now of like Norman Reedus just like crouched down, and he's got like what looked like about 18 hard drives just like stacked on top, like ridiculous. a backpack 6 times the size of him, and he's crouching in a bush. I'm like, that's the kind of game I want to play. That's
you fight
shit.
ghosts with grenades made of poop.
Is that
I
legit?
also just love the imagery of Hideo Kojima following Norman Reedus around for like a month straight, timing how long and how much he urinates for.
He could have just asked Manimal for his research. He kept a piss journal.
No, it wasn't a piss journal. It was a picture. It was a series of pictures of Frieza outside of every toilet that I went to on a road trip. So
Very similar, yes.
I wanted to take a picture of every single toilet that I used the whole way, just to like kind of chronicle-ize, because when you go on a road trip, you use a lot of toilets. So I thought it'd be cool to just take a picture of everyone that I used, but also have a Frieza figure with me.
A piss journal's easier to explain than
Yeah.
what that is. But yeah, no, I want Death Stranding as well. I suppose dip for Death Stranding not sounding as stellar. I probably still will enjoy it because I'm a filthy casual. I enjoyed the Telltale games, the Walking Dead, and they were basically like point and click adventures. Like there was not really much in the way of action.
Vacant, of course you'll enjoy it more. You are European. This goes back to a interview quote from Kojima himself when asked, "Hey, why is it that the Americas don't seem to like this game?" And he goes, "Oh, well, you see, in Japan and Europe, they appreciate more artistic games without the need for first-person shooting and action."
Yes, well, obviously you people are too simple to understand the true magnificence of Hideo Kojima.
I'm not classy enough. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can't appreciate your monster chugging simulator, Mr. Kojima.
That's also true.
I feel a kindred. He's my. I'd share a drink with him. I'd share a beer with Kojims. Hideo.
Oh God, in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
What's the guy who has the weird head? I've got his name. Yarrow or something.
Oh, Yoko Taro.
Yoko Taro. There we go. Those two and us at a bar. That's what I want.
And also the ability to speak Japanese in that bar.
Oh, yes.
See, the thing is, I think Yoko Taro would just like breathe on you, and you would begin to have an acid trip.
That's why he wears the mask.
Is it just an? It just contains.
It would be
the
very
LSD.
painful for you, Des.
It would be extremely painful, Senpai. My name is Bane-kun. No. I've done. My brain was working in a different direction then. DC, if it crossed over into manga and anime, because there's going to be a Harley Quinn anime coming soon. If there isn't already, there might be, but there's got to be one coming, hasn't there, due to her popularity.
God, they had that Avengers anime a while back.
Yeah.
Never watched it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, there is, isn't there? There's a Harley Quinn animated series.
Yeah,
I mean,
Is that
there's
new?
a lot of like.
there's a lot of like the DC
string of
Universe All Access, whatever their streaming service is. It's only DC stuff.
Wait, DC has a streaming service?
Yes.
Are you
How
surprised
else are you
at
gonna
this
watch
point?
Titans, the live-action Teen Titans show?
Oh, yeah. I forgot that existed.
Or there's some stuff on there that I'd still be interested in watching, like the 3rd season of Young Justice.
It's all about that Disney Plus, when they get all the Mandalorian and all that shit on there.
Oh,
It's all about that pirate life.
Yeah, I'm
Yo
equipped
ho ho.
now. I've got the old VPN, so I can just fucking blitz through things.
Oh yeah.
I can watch AEW on Fight TV if I will buy that, or just use the streaming website. Shout out to Watch Wrestling.
Look, Disney can't stop you if they think you're in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, fuck you, Disney. Actually, I shouldn't say that. We're technically on YouTube, and I'm sure Disney has some kind of I'm sure they're connected somehow. Disney and
It's in
YouTube.
their bubble.
They've
See,
got lines
I'm
crossed.
honestly half tempted to get Disney Plus just because it's the only streaming service with the Simpsons on it. And every once in a while, I'll get that hankering to watch one of the seasons that I don't own. But I'm sending the Twitter link where they cropped it so that everything is in widescreen, but they did that just by chopping off the top and bottom of the frame.
Oh,
So, like in the episode where they go to the Duff factory, and there is a visual gag of here's our brand new Duff, Duff Light, and Duff Dry coming soon, but it's all being fed from the same pipe. You don't see the split where all three vats are being poured from the same pipe. You just see the vats, and the joke is gone.
Like,
And
I
that
feel,
hurt.
looking at the two images, they cut a lot off the top and not a lot off the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know how they're remastering that, but it lives forever on DVD, and no one can take that streaming right away from me.
Yeah, it's just too bad that you can't get the same thing they got with, like, a lot of Buffy the Vampire when they turned into, like, when they did the HD, remaster or whatever, where suddenly they're using the full camera angle and nothing's cropped off, and you see, like, cameramen eating a sandwich in the background.
Oh God, I think it was Malcolm in the Middle, where they would keep the non-actors like stunt doubles that they would just use for placing, and suddenly, half the actors would just be different people off the side of the frames.
Yeah.
Or the X-Files, where in order to make things more atmospheric, everyone is grouped up really close together, but when you add on the sides, it's just people standing inside their own bubbles.
Yeah, why would you need the HD remake of Buffy when you could just watch the new one that they're making? We don't know anything
Is that
about it.
Still happening?
Well, they announced it, and they've literally the only single piece of news that they announced was it was like it's Buffy, but don't worry, it's going to be an African American woman who's Buffy, so Buffy will be black. What about the plot? What about the director? None of that's important. You just need to know the skin color of the main character. That's all you need to know.
I thought that one died when Joss Whedon got
Hopefully,
eliminated from the face of the world.
he got sniped.
Yeah.
Speaking of remakes, I didn't know the Gremlins remake was imminent, coming out next month.
What?
There's a Gremlins remake, apparently.
It's a cartoon. Secrets of the Mogwai.
I'm confused.
I don't know. That was
I don't
mostly
know.
just watching the Red Letter Media review on Gremlins and learning that existed.
But
Sounds like
apparently-
it.
Wait, where is it? I thought I saw it was out on the 6th of December. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I've had a stroke. Sorry, everyone. Maybe I've just lied to you all. It's an animated prequel, yeah. Huh. What did I see? I definitely saw a trailer. I'm sure I did. Somewhere. I don't know. I'll continue looking. Speaking of things that are disappointing, because I guess that's what we're on, we're going to give another dip, because I was talking about games that I'm looking forward to, and they've been being disappointing. Death Stranding, WWE 2K20, and now you've got Pokemon Sword and Shield. No Squirtle. There's no Squirtle in there. No Squirtle, me no play. That's all I'm saying. These
God,
motherfuckers.
nothing coming out of that looks positive.
No, but they did Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee on there, didn't they? And they were fine. Everyone liked them. I know they're just remakes of Red and Blue, but obviously the assets and everything had to be scratch made. So I don't know why this one's having like lag and stuff. Because that's the thing. It's a lot of like things are popping in, like textures, and people are just popping in, and the way they've gated higher level monsters, it's quite stupid, and they've cut off. Like, not every Pokemon's going to be in there, and that's absolutely fine. I understand not every Pokemon's going to be in there, but there is a lot, especially a lot of like favorites as well. Like when you don't have this, if you it kind of goes without saying, but you've got to have the original 150. Come on now, I don't care. You've got a coffin with a top hat. You've got to have the 150 in there, the original. Just is what it is.
I don't know. I've always been a bit whatever on that of having all the previous Pokemon. I feel like you should let the new one shine. Also, that takes time and money and people away from their families.
Not if the models were already made for the 3DS and they were meant to be higher fidelity so they could just port them forward.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is I think it wasn't going to work. I think that's the thing. If it was that easy, they would have just done it.
Oh, okay. I'm going to find you some of the stuff that I've seen relating to that.
All I'm saying is you don't have Squirtle in, but if that fucking Sandcastle or Ice Cream Pokemons are in there, I'm going to flip my fucking shit. You're going to include those motherfuckers? Gone. Oh, thank Christ. Fucking ghostling ground. Get the fuck out of here. Whoever used that Sandcastle Pokemon? Stupid piece of shit. Palo-Sand. Palo-Sand.
That's the thing. Every Pokemon is going to be someone's favorite. So, I'm not personally offended that Stunfisk is gone. But somewhere out there is the world's biggest Stunfisk fan who is now just refusing to purchase. He has made an enemy for life.
That is true. There are some bizarre Pokemon that you get attached to unnecessarily. And I'm like, this Pokemon is dog shit, but by God, I'm like, Cubone? Who uses a Cubone? But this boy does. This boy right here.
I love both versions of Marowak.
Torkoal.
That's cool. A good Pokemon.
Torkoal's a little good boy as well. I like that one. I'm just going through all the Pokemon. There's a grass one that I can't remember. I guess it's not one of my favorites then, because I can't remember its name. But there's a grass one that I really like. It's got leaves and shit. It's a little cute little grass Pokemon.
The grass Pokemon with leaves. I'm familiar.
Always have.
Are you talking about the weird dinosaur with banana leaves?
No. Oh, fuck. What's it called? Yeah, because that was Chikorita, wasn't it?
That guy.
Whatever Chikorita's final evolution was. It was in Pokemon Sun. I can't remember. Lilligant, I think it was called. Was it Lilligant? Yeah, I love the Lilligant. Pettilil, that's it. It's pre-evolution. It's devolved form. Anyway, but yeah, Sword and Shield. I'm still going to get it, because I'm getting a Switch anyway, so, I'm going to invest in a Switch, so you might as well. Because I'm sure it'll still be fun, like, aside from all... Unless the game's actually broken.
Yeah. I mean, look, best case scenario, you usually get 2 Pokemon games per generation.
Yeah.
I was not a big fan of Diamond and Pearl, but Black and White were the very best. So, catch you the next time.
Yeah.
Going back to 3DS, X and Y were no bueno, but Sun and Moon were better than that.
And that's very true. Sun and Moon were fucking awesome. I really enjoyed Sun and Moon.
Gold and Silver were a huge step up from Red and Blue. Game Freak is not technically competent. They usually need someone to come in from the outside to teach them how to do stuff, especially jumping from 2D to 3D.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping between this and not getting distracted by making Little Town Hero a game that nobody realized existed, except for the guy who made Undertale when he made the soundtrack for it. I'll catch you next time, Pokemon. Yeah. Well, my interest in Pokemon. I guess I'm still getting it.
I'll catch you next time.
I'm a massive coward and hypocrite. But I will be grumpy about it.
You have every right to be. Just like me, I'm goddamn Pokemon. I have a right to complain, but I will also spend my money. I do that every time of like FIFA or Call of Duty. Do you know the annual games where I'm like, well, these should be better. I'm still gonna buy it, but it should be better than it is. Okay, maybe I'll buy the multiplayer season pass, but god damn it, I expect more.
Do you know this would be a good time for AEW to spend more than 6 months making a wrestling game and really show up the WWE
Yeah.
just to flex on them?
Well, they have, funnily enough, spoke about a game, and Cody Rhodes has because I think he just watches like the smarks and just goes, I'll say what'll appeal to them. So he went, hey guys, we're going to make a game more similar to No Mercy, because No Mercy on the N64 is lauded as like the greatest wrestling game of all time, which it kind of is. But it's like, I get where you're coming from, because everyone will go, yeah, No Mercy, but also that was on the N64 20 years ago, and times have changed. Can you really make one like that? What did you mean exactly? Like, did you mean the mechanics, the gameplay, the roster? I don't know. But we shall see.
Just make sure the character creator is dumb and I'm on.
That's all it needs. They've stripped so much from the character creator this year, apparently, which is one of the big... I'm like, nah. Because you get someone... You can either have so much dumb fun with that character. The creation suite on the WWE games are incredible. Probably one of the most in-depth ones I've ever seen on a game. And you can be really dumb and funny and make insane things in there. But people who are talented can also make ridiculously realistic, like better than the in-game versions of characters. Like there's a guy who made Tommaso Ciampa last year because he wasn't in the game. It looks identical, if not slightly better, to the model that they have this year around, which is insane. But some talented motherfuckers out there. But yeah, dip for games being bad. Luckily...
Okay.
Go on, sorry.
Oh, no. Do you mind if I go to a completely new topic?
Yeah, I was just going to say... I was just going to say about the games. Luckily, in 2020, we've got The Last of Us, Final Fantasy VII, and Persona 5 all coming out in like the space of 3 months of each other. And my hopes aren't on them too high. I'm not games I'm really looking forward to or anything like that. Wouldn't crush my heart and soul if they all died.
So we've been talking a lot about dunking on video games, and deservedly so. Video games can often be bad, but someone who did listen to criticism, put in the time and the effort.
Oh yeah.
Mad props to Paramount for caving to demand and making a more palatable Sonic the Hedgehog.
It looks good. It looks, well, maybe, I don't know.
I mean,
good.
it looks
better.
fine. it looks about as good as it's gonna get. But still, are people forgetting this is still a live action Sonic with Jim Carrey? Like, people are acting like, oh, this is great. I love it. This is awesome
still
now.
think Jim Carrey's going to be great.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
he
are we
will.
still forgetting the fact that he's playing? Like, I mean, it's hilarious. Like, it's hilarious that he's in this. It's amazing. I love it. But are we forgetting that this is like a live action Sonic? Like, it's not gonna be a good movie.
No one has forgotten that.
I
I'm
just
going
love
to go
it.
out on a limb, like I did with Handshakers in 2017, and say this is going to be a really
Okay.
good movie.
I said this and I mean it. I'm probably gonna enjoy this movie more than Star Wars, and I'm looking forward to this more than Star Wars, because like at least I feel like I'll be like, okay, that was fun.
Yeah, it was such like so tonally different, like the trailer and everything. It was really
it's like
weird.
They got rid of like the gangster's paradise. They made it look like this is an entirely different movie, basically.
Yeah, it was totally different.
And
Maybe
like
the
it just
Gangster's
makes me
Paradise
think,
was a rib.
what is the actual movie then? Like,
So Sonic ran away by choice from this trailer. Anyway, it makes it sound like,
yeah.
because I sort of had the idea that he'd just become stranded from where he was. Like he just,
like fucking Sonic X.
yeah, and he needs to use the rings or whatever, collect so many rings, blah 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 blah,
Yeah.
and then he'll be able to get back home. But it looks like he's done it by choice. Because in the dialogue, anyway, it sounds like he's ran away and he's hiding because everyone's after his power, and then Dr. Robotnik's coming after him. Jim Carrey doing all of his just being Jim Carrey.
He's just Jim Carrey in this trailer. I mean, this is classic Jim Carrey. But it's just like, what the fuck? Like, again, I'm excited for this movie, and it's coming on Valentine's Day. It's going to be an amazing date movie, guys.
You look at any other date on the calendar and go, That's the one we want Sonic the Hedgehog on, boys.
Oh man, we're gonna have to watch the movie on Valentine's Day
Think-
just because like how do you not? How do you not?
Think
It's
of all-
hilarious.
think-
It's a live action Sonic movie. It's so dumb. I love the fact that it exists, but like it amuses me all like the YouTube people whatever. All of a sudden public opinion is changing, but it's still like, do you guys actually think this is gonna be a good movie? Like it's gonna be enjoyable because of how much it sucks. You know?
Yeah, think of all the high schoolers who are going to be plucking up the courage to ask their dates, confess their love to them, and say, "Do you want to come with me to see the new Sonic the Hedgehog live action movie?"
Yeah, oh shit. But that's like, I don't even think Sonic sounds good. Like whoever's voicing him in this,
Oh,
It-
Ben
it's-
Schwartz.
yeah, it's definitely like not a good Sonic. Like
I
compared to
only
other
hear
voices.
Dewey Duck from the new DuckTales show. He's not
Oh,
doing
really?
much different from that or Jean Ralphio.
Oh,
I guess
because,
because
like-
I used to watch the Sonic cartoon, the old Sonic cartoon.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
what would you what is your ideal Sonic? Because in my head, Sonic is like totally radical, man. Let's go
Yeah,
eat some
what-
pizza.
what was his name? Jason Griffith or something? Was
I
that the
don't know.
guy?
Are you talking about Jaleel White?
Jaleel?
voice
No,
of
not
Urkel?
Urkel. Not. I mean, Urkel is pretty classic as Sonic. But was it? What
Oh
was the
shit,
guy?
we do need an Urkel cameo though.
Oh
Oh.
no. Oh god, I'm a retard. I was thinking of Bill Cosby for a second then. I was like, why the fuck? What are you on about? When was that? I was like, oh no, never mind. Completely different. Totally different.
Okay, yeah, there we go. To me, the best Sonic, yeah, Jason Griffith, who is Sonic in like the 2000s era Sonic games and on Sonic X. To me, that's the best Sonic voice.
I think we need Bill Cosby Sonic. That'd be pretty.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah, that'd
Anything
be
from Bill
okay.
Cosby.
That'd be pretty tight.
At the very least, Sonic now looks like Sonic and not like
Yeah.
some weird half human, half alien abomination.
Yeah.
It just makes you think like, what the fuck? Like, why didn't it look like this in the beginning? Like,
Just
Bad,
making the
bad
eyes
direction.
cartoonish, giving him a full set of human
Yeah.
teeth. Oh.
yeah, like I mean, you see this
You
like,
don't
yeah,
have to see his feet.
that's right. They still made it so that he has two eyes instead of his goggle eye, and actually, that's like I think
That'd be
that's
too weird.
That's a good design choice. I think
Yeah.
is to
But, like,
actually give him two
Even when-
eyes.
but like those eyes are pretty close together.
Yeah,
Oh,
When
they
he's
are.
doing
The
like the
way
whole
that they
like narrowed
have
eye
the
thing.
blue turning into the white fur. You can
Yeah.
almost from far away, it looks like that mono eye again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
The
Like,
mono eye
so
just wouldn't have worked, I think. Like if
the
if they
design is
designed
fine.
it like that.
Like look how pathetically small he is though. Like holy shit.
he is small. He's a little. He's a
I
little
know,
guy.
but
so small.
Would you want a
It's so-
7-foot Sonic rolling around?
It's
Yes.
just like
Oh.
No.
yeah,
Swole
just
Sonic?
funny. It's just so it's like there's an emotion this gives me, and I actually like I said I'm excited for this movie.
Mhm.
You know, like I'm like ever since the first trailer, I'm like I'm gonna see this in the theater because it's funny,
Yeah,
and
this,
I like to do a lot of things in my life that I think are funny or novel, and this is one of them.
Mm.
You know, like
they've made
this
it a
isn't
lot
gonna
more
be a great movie experience, but it's gonna be fun as fuck.
cartoony.
I just can't wait until you absolutely fall in love with this movie.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Imagine if I watch it, guys. This movie was so good. Oh.
I left my girlfriend at the theater because my new girlfriend is the Sonic movie.
Yeah, sorry.
I do like the
He's gonna
headline,
compete.
the joke that people are putting around, and it's like fans of Sonic now drunk on power, demanding that Paramount add Big the Cat into the movie.
Big the cat. Yeah. I
Would you-
mean, look, it's cool that they listened and made this redesign. Naturally, they did it to save the movie.
Yeah.
You know. And
That's
so
why
it's
everyone's so sure it's a stunt. I said it was. I said it months ago. I was like, this has got to be a stunt. But that was before they delayed the movie 6 months or 3 months, whatever it
Yeah.
was. So I was like,
Because
okay.
they lost a good spot as far as holiday movies go.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
February is not too far
Sparse.
behind.
I just like
January,
Valentine's
where
Day.
movies go to die.
A Valentine's Day release of the Sonic live action. Like this is great. This is like comedy that you can't make up. Like I love this. It's
Yeah.
so funny.
I feel this is
Like-
one because, you know, you have, I don't know if you guys in America have it, but in the UK we have the school holidays, like the half-term break in February, right around Valentine's Day. And this is the kind, because it looks so closer to the original, you know, dads and parents nowadays will have their young kids and they'll recognize that Sonic as the Sonic that they, you know, that's how we would envision Sonic from when we played it on, you know, the Mega Drive and everything. And they take their kids to see that. You wouldn't take children to see the original design. Absolutely not.
No,
Like,
no.
That doesn't have kid appeal to it.
Man,
No.
hold up. I just thought of something. Are they going to make a game based on the movie?
We can only hope.
Please.
Oh.
How good
Oh.
would Sonic the movie, the game be? That like, come on.
I
About as good
wish.
as every recent Sonic game that's not
Yeah.
Mania.
It will be Sonic the movie, the game with the unlockable original trailer skin.
Oh, please
Oh,
no.
yeah.
As long as his
Give me
legs
a
are weirdly
director's
defined.
cut with his pure vision. Paramount, release the Schneider cut of Sonic the Hedgehog, where he has human toes and kills people.
Oh.
Human toes.
Plot-wise, the only thing that I think is going to be a little sad is that since it is kind of an origin story where you don't meet Robotnik until the human world, and you only see that little bit of Jim Carrey where he's bald with the mustache being crazy and goggles on, I think that's going to be like the last shot in the movie where Robotnik gets taken back to Sonic World, and it's setting up a sequel where he's finally full Robotnik, Eggman style.
Oh shit.
And you're not going to see nearly as much of that.
I'm thinking that they're gonna do the whole post-credit scene and they're gonna tease Knuckles or something.
Or no, they got to tease Tails first.
Oh yeah, give me Tails.
Yeah,
was
Tails will
the
be in the
point of
beginning,
Sonic.
I
I
reckon.
feel like you could do. I feel like you'd easily do Tails and Knuckles at once.
No, I think
Probably.
because in the new trailer it shows like Green Zone, doesn't it? Like in the he's going through the loop and stuff. I reckon you can see they'll probably have Tails in that, like just a little cameo of it's Tails.
Oh god, show me the original Tails design with the realistically rendered two
Ooh.
buttholes.
Oh no!
I could. Well, have I got a page and search for you on DeviantArt? Let me
Please,
tell you.
no.
See, so let's just remember that the best thing about this is the fact that the guy they hired to like handle the change in the Sonic design is the
Ice
same
and
guy
Red.
who is the guy who created the I'm Nipples the Enchilada cartoon.
Did he really?
Yes.
No.
It's that guy.
That's
the
brilliant.
same guy.
That is sensational.
Because yeah, he did all those Sonic animated shorts. He did the comic for a while. He is probably the new Sonic guy.
He did a good job. I like I say, I think it's live action, so it's as good as you're gonna get. This Sonic. There's certain things that you've got to do that aren't gonna, the gloves, the cheeks look a bit stranger, but that's what you got to do. It's always gonna look a bit cartoony.
On the new one.
Yeah, on the
But-
new one.
Yeah, he needs to look like a cartoon. That's how
Yeah,
it helps. It
exactly.
helps.
Because you can't have that weird uncanny valley that they had with the original. I can't wait for Space Jam 2 when they use the same sort of technique to bring Bugs Bunny and Co. alive. Make them look
Man, can you-
horrific.
Imagine a world where the Mario Brothers movie didn't exist. But we got the same thing in 2019 years.
What if they did the Mario Brother movie, but they just used Danny DeVito, but they kind of like CGI him to be short and a bit, maybe bulk his proportion. Well, mind you, he doesn't really
I'm
need it,
sorry.
does he?
Does he need it?
He doesn't need. Like the more I was thinking, I was like, actually, never mind.
I got into my role by being short and fat, and they still made me shorter and fatter.
I would love that. Him reprising the role of Mario now, like in his age, it'd be great.
Because I think they said for the longest time, Illumination has been talking about doing the Mario cartoon movie.
Yeah.
And
think he
just
could
get
do well.
prepared for Goombas to be marketed like Minions.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully Bowsette shows up. That's something for the fathers.
Oh god.
That's the twist. that
there's a
they're, all,
curveball.
they're like, motherfuckers. They've changed our main bad guy. But yeah, I am intrigued with the Sonic movie because you sort of know what you're gonna get from it in a way, but
Oh yeah, like this to me is like I love that this exists.
yeah, like
This is
the
fascinating.
humor is the perfect level of corny. Like none of it was funny. Like even the
Oh, it
Jim
was
Carrey
so
thing.
not funny. It was
like-
almost it was cringy almost. Like
like the
none of the
latte.
jokes were good.
If
The
I
joke
shout,
is the movie.
it's
The joke
funny.
is that the movie exists.
Yeah, there's gonna be some good. There's gonna be some gems in there. I can't wait. I'm gonna watch it. Maybe not on Valentine's Day, but you know, somewhere. Maybe online. So I like how we did a big full length episode, which was a movie review this year, which was the Avengers. Next year it's gonna just be the Sonic movie.
Yes.
2.5 hour.
Just watch. It wasn't Joker that gets the incels angry. It's the Sonic movie. Did we possibly prevent a grumpy Kristen Weston Chandler event at the Sonic movie by having a more faithful design?
I don't think you'll like it because his arms are blue still.
Oh yeah. Well, God, throw it back in the scrap heap.
God bless Chris Chan. He's,
I still think the Sonic movie, despite its I'm sure obvious flaws, still may end up being one of the best video game movies ever produced.
Yeah.
The bar is low.
It is. Isn't
Actually,
it?
I heard Detective Pikachu was surprisingly good. I still haven't watched
Oh,
it.
it was actually very nice. I really enjoyed it.
Pretty good.
But that's still like, I couldn't give you a good top 5.
Ooh.
What
Street
5
Fighter, Mortal
Street
Kombat,
Fighter?
Prince
Mortal
of
Kombat.
Persia.
Was Prince of Persia good?
It was.
I've
It was.
never watched it.
It. I know they just wanted to make a Pirates of the Caribbean, except it's sand, and they kind of. It was pretty good.
Do you know what I'm going to throw out there? And it's CGI, but the Final Fantasy VII Advent Children movie, I fucking loved that shit.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. I was like, this is the best movie I've ever seen. It's got fighting. It's got the Final Fantasy VII characters in. It's got to be good. Mortal Kombat.
Well, it's limited to
absolutely.
live action.
Wait, Mortal Kombat 1 or 2?
1. We're not doing 2.
Annihilation. Annihilation's great.
I don't know what you're talking about. 2 didn't exist.
Whoa, come on now. Can I throw GoldenEye in there?
No. Doesn't count if they made a good video game about the movie. By that metric, Spider-Man 2 is the best video game movie of all time.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out. Oh, hang on. Tomb Raider. How did I forget about? I wasn't keen on the Tomb Raider films.
I've never seen those.
Is
They were fine.
Rampage?
Rampage is
I
a video game movie. I
haven't
didn't
seen
hear
it.
anything good nor bad about it.
No. Mortal Kombat, of course. Resident Evil. They're up there.
I think we could rule out that weird Dead or Alive movie
Oh yeah, the one with
and the zero budget King of Fighters movie.
Wait,
I was about to mention the King of Fighters movie.
wait. How have we
Don't.
forgot? We forgot the best one, hands down. I have my favorite. Doom.
What?
Doom.
Wait,
Doom was brilliant.
The Rock Doom
Yes.
or the other made-for-TV movie Doom?
There was a made-for-TV Doom?
It was starring a lady. It was 2018, I think.
I
It
cannot
just
remember.
got buried. Doom Annihilation, I
Even-
think.
The
Time
when
to
you
blow
Google it,
some
the
minds
first,
on
the first
IMDb.
headache is made-for-TV Doom. Annihilation is apparently real.
Yeah, Doom was sick.
From March of this year.
The
Oh,
Dwayne Johnson. Because you waited all movie until he went into the first person mode with what's his name? Carl Urban, I think his name is. That was sick when he went first person with the gun. The other movie that we totally forgot, probably the biggest budget one, was Warcraft. That's definitely aside from Sonic, but the one that I've seen get the
I'm
most
not
publicity.
sure this movie Sorry, I don't know this movie does exist because I clicked on the trailer and it doesn't seem to exist on YouTube anymore.
Ooh,
That's just That's just YouTube. It's just copyright.
God,
Annihilation. But yeah, Resident
I
Evil.
know there are so many more weird game movies that just got forgotten or didn't happen.
Yeah,
There was something like with a Spy Hunter movie that just crashed and burned that was supposed to have Vin Diesel in it. Or no, that was The Rock.
Isn't the Uncharted? That's been in production apparently. Well, it's been in limbo for like a decade or something.
Yeah. Like since the PS3 launch.
Yeah.
All right, I have found the trailer. Yeah, this looks made for TV, all right.
I have kind of just realized, I've just looked down and noticed that I'm also wearing Sonic the Hedgehog socks and Sonic the Hedgehog lounge pants right now.
God, you would be. Also, I'm pretty sure Doom Annihilation is using the same guns from Starship Troopers.
Probably.
Oh.
They bought them cheap.
Whew.
Yeah, video game
Also, I think
movies.
the lead actress's character, I think, is Joan d'Arc.
Jeanne d'Arc. What,
Joanne Dark, oh. That's oof. No, there are so many. We've been threatening to make this movie for decades that, yeah, I know there was a God of War, there was a Gears of War.
Halo comes up every couple of years still.
We're supposed to get that Shadow of the Colossus movie, but like all the writers that are attached have done nothing good.
You just need Disney to hoover them all up and then pump them out.
I mean, the moment Disney buys Nintendo, finally, we'll get those quality products.
The Zelda movies. A Zelda movie could be good, I suppose. But then oh no, because they'd make Link like a quippy, quirky, smart talking little man,
Yeah.
That'll ruin the entire thing.
Or like the 80% of the movie is just a guy walking through dungeons that have nothing to do with the plot.
That's what I want.
Never mind. I want to get that as an HBO series.
Oh, Link. That'd be sick. The Legend of Zelda as a series. Yeah, I'd watch the shit out of that.
See, I know it's not a video game, but I do remember as a kid seeing parts both of Dragonheart 3 and the Dungeon and Dragons movie, and not understanding they were not the same film.
Oh,
Because they're about the same quality.
How has there not been another Dungeons and Dragons movie? Like big budget attempt.
I assume it's the rights.
How well did
like Hasbro owns that, and they greenlit fucking Battleship.
Hey, Battleship was great. Don't even. Rihanna was great in that.
Like for all the pull that D&D got from like Stranger Things or just coming back into the public eye, there's names and just you could do generic fantasy with that again, but ride that name.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like I say, piggybacking off the Warcraft film, Warcraft can do it. D&D is not a stretch at all.
Warcraft wasn't bad.
It didn't need to be that live action mix. It was different.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. Was it really, really bad then, the CG and live, or at least the clash between them?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
It had its moments, it had its other moments.
Like my biggest complaint about that movie is the shoulder armor needed to be like 200% bigger.
It was still ridiculously large. If it was any larger, you would not have been able to see the actors' faces.
Yeah,
that's what I want. Yes,
that would be amazing. If it's just like...
biggest complaint. Yes, I could see the actors' faces.
You just needed literally like the armor
Stop
to come
that,
up
please.
to like the bridge of the nose, so you couldn't see the mouths. You could just see the little eyes poking over. Occasionally, like some eyebrow raising. It'd be great. But yeah, that's video game movies. Are they doing a Last of Us movie as well?
Yes, it's called The Last of Us. Well, it's on YouTube right now. It's called a supercut, all cinematics, The Last of Us. I don't know. Probably.
I heard they were, but it's one of them things where you hear it and then it just goes away for a few years, and then it comes out with a Sonic trailer.
Shit, they did a whole Ratchet and Clank movie.
No.
I forgot there was a cartoon movie for that.
Oh, cartoon movie.
Can't wait for the thingy. Ratchet and Clank one. I can't wait for a live action Bionicles. Do you think they'll ever do that? Or has Bionicles had their day in the sun?
Oh man.
How?
Man, so like the plot would be, instead of the canisters landing on Matanui, they'd land on the beaches of Normandy. And like Tahu would be building himself while machine gun fire's coming down. And then he's like, oh fuck, what's going on? And he's throwing like fireballs at them, like and then like some of the other ones land all over. They land all over the continent basically, and go into different parts of the war and stuff like that. Like Pohatu lands in like the fucking Karelia or some shit, and he's fighting the Soviets and all that, and like it's just some wild shit. They're trying to like find the masks and stuff during the war.
I
and
love
then,
how
like,
your brain.
fucking Gali lands in like Yugoslavia, and there's like a turbo folk element of the movie. And I just imagine how good this would be. Like fuck.
I love how your brain
I
heard
just think
Bionicle
the fact
movie.
is, everything in his brain leads back to Normandy somehow.
In
I
Normandy,
don't
yeah.
know. Because he heard
Just think about it.
Bionicle movie and just connected it to World War II immediately.
Because I was like, because the thing is, the Bionicles in 2001 in the original story, they come down on Matanui and they land on like a beach. Tahu lands on a beach. So instead of landing on Matanui's beach, he lands on Normandy.
He just crushes a
natural
bunch of
conclusion.
like, he crushes an outpost or something, and it's like,
Yeah,
oh
and he
shit.
just like he
Like a
comes in
bunker.
and then like some of the other ones, like, you know, they're fighting for different sides, and Tahu's like, my brother, we can't do this, and it's like some deep message in the war or something. Like Liwa lands in like North
Yeah.
Africa and fights for Mussolini and stuff, and it's like it's real deep, you know.
Like they play it completely straight and serious. Like it's like
Yeah.
a dark sort of movie. Like,
Brother, how could you be fighting for this side? And then it's like, you don't even know the truth, Tahu.
you're blind.
Saving Private Tahu.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
Oh
like,
no, I just see that one shot from the movie where a soldier's, you know, in a daze wandering around trying to find his arm on the beach, except it is just a bionicle and he pops it back.
yeah.
in.
Oh shit.
I
Yeah,
can't
like,
feel
it's
my
Tahu.
arm. Here it is.
It's like,
oh yeah.
Because the thing is, the scene is like Tahu lands on the beach and he's like disorientated. And yeah, he looks down and sees like his arm on the ground. So he just pops it right on.
Dude, they
You
blew
know?
your arm off. It's okay.
Here's the thing.
Happy late Veterans Day, everyone.
Think how crazy this is right now. The Bionicles, when you buy Bionicles, you got to read the instructions to build them. But when they landed in pieces, they didn't need the instructions. They just built themselves. That's crazy. Like, how did they do this without the instruction manual?
I don't know.
Truly,
That's a fair
this will
point.
be explored in the Bionicle movie.
Yeah, like it'll be like they'll come down and someone will be like, "How did you build yourself?" I don't see the instruction manual, and it will just get right into the lore and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it would be like they would go back in time. So like when one of them lands in like Yugoslavia, and then like in the 90s when they're digging up mines and shit, they find like some Bionicle mask in the field somewhere, and then it like goes back to the occupation. Yeah, it all goes back to D-Day.
We really need you to get to read some other history books that aren't about 20th century Europe at some point.
But like remember what I said? Like the other stuff doesn't have footage.
There's a lot of things that have footage that aren't 20th century Europe.
Yeah, but it's just like it's interesting. Like Turbo Folk, like Yugoslavia, you know.
I am
Who
very
doesn't like
interested
Turbo Folk?
in World War II and Bionicles, to be honest. This has piqued my curiosity.
Not only is it World War II and Bionicles, it's also the Yugo Wars and Bionicle.
You got the Cold War standoff. That you just got the two
Yeah.
like
Yeah, so it's like throughout all history, throughout this wartime history, and you can go back. You can have all kinds of shit. You can have the Korean War in here and everything, you know. Like it will really be a movie that can bring all kinds of people together. Like remember the scene when like Anua lands in like Korea or some shit, and then like it's a movie about unity, duty. The virtues of Bionicles are unity, duty, destiny. You know, so they unite to do their duty, the call of duty, in the battlefield, and their destiny is to save the world from conflict.
You asked
So they
how the Sonic movie could be so unfaithful to the source material, and I believe it's because there is one guy very similar to Manimal working at Paramount who gets to make decisions. And they had to make sure we could do the World War II Sonic epic that he wanted to, but we settled for that design.
Just think they land in different places in different wars, and they all come together in the end, like they unite, like it, and they fight Makuta because Makuta has been. Wasn't there some shit in Wonder Woman where there was like some evil force that was making people do the war, some stupid thing like that? And like, yeah, that's what it is. That's Makuta in this movie. The big bad guy Makuta is just like causing all these wars to happen and shit. So when they fight him, it's all peaceful and shit. Like whatever, like how they do it in Wonder Woman, like that.
Just how's the movie end? Just do what they did in Wonder Woman. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, they fucking fight Makuta in all the wars. Like there's no more war because they beat him, and they found that the Bionicles came down, and they find this unity. They do their duty, and they release their destiny to save the world.
From the makers of the Lego movie, it's Bionicle.
Just think D-Day sequence, you know? The narrator starts off. The narrator from Masquerade the movie, in the time before time, and the and it's like the big fight scene. It's a big Saving Private Ryan scene. The only difference is the canister comes down.
Like, does Hitler have one of the Borak bugs living inside of him, and that's the twist?
Piranha. There's the piranha from the Borak. That's what it is, because they've been infected. Like in Masquerade, the Rakshi are infected by what are they called? Crotanas or something like that. That like they come out of like vats of acid or something. So that's what it is. All these people like Hitler and Mussolini and Stalin and shit. They're all just like infected by these Crotanas.
Well, I mean, you've got the movie whole done. So no.
I can't listen to any more Bionicle deep.
But imagine,
I can't do it.
Okay, but imagine
can't,
the side story. Imagine
the
side story. Imagine the side story of Takua, Jaller, and the Cuban Revolution.
Oh, I knew you were gonna work. Castro.
I'm not going to think about it. I just stumbled across the early pictures of the early merchandise, like mock-ups for the Sonic pre-redo stuff, and they're terrifying.
Oh, really?
There's one where he's just standing and staring straight at the camera, and it's all leg.
I was gonna say, is it his weirdly toned legs?
It's weirdly toned legs. Like, it's a lot of weirdly toned legs. There's one where he's like sitting in a ring, all sexy like.
Imagine JFK's speech during the Cuban Missile Crisis, but the only difference is Tahu is standing behind him.
Is it like in Forrest Gump?
Like Tahu's standing there with like his arms in front of him, just crossed, like just hovering over him.
Is it like do you know in Forrest Gump when they've sort of spliced Tom Hanks into the, like historical footage?
Yeah.
It's just stop motion Bionicles in behind Kennedy.
And it's just it looks just like the set, and he's just standing there. And then when it cuts to Castro's speech, there's like another one in the background.
Oh yeah, it can't be CG. We're doing all stop motion with the actual toys. That's non-negotiable.
I love this. This is good shit. It just needs to be developed a bit more, and then we could pitch this movie, because it really brings people together. It's unity, duty, destiny. Find the power.
And the Cuban Revolution.
But unity, duty, destiny, the Cuban Revolution. Find the power, live the legend.
You know what?
I just want to get a T-shirt that's the Che Guevara face, except it's just Tahu.
Yeah, like my Moogie shirt.
Yeah.
You could get someone on. You could hire an artist for it.
Oh shit! I love this idea.
Oh,
box
God.
office dynamite.
I think I peaked early with this one with Tahoe at Normandy. Like that was easily the best.
We yeah. I just want to imagine you pushing this script or pitching this idea to like film executives and going, okay, so
Yeah.
beloved franchise from Lego, Bionicles. Okay, kids love them. They've been around for a while, so you know there's going to be young adults and everything who will know what they are, who grew up with them. I want you to imagine the beaches of Normandy. Like, right, okay.
Yeah.
There's carnage, there's chaos. Your best friend's dying. Mothers are losing their sons. They're dropping in droves by the minute. Plastic canister smashes through a German bunker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Out
And then
comes
Tahoe, disorientated Tahoe, as he's looking for his mask and he sees his arm on the ground.
It's just the Hollywood execs going, excuse me, could you cancel all my appointments for the future and bring me a blank check? I need to sign this man.
It would be like a whole cinematic universe. Like there'd be so many movies like this. They would make so many sequels of this.
This would be a brilliant movie. I don't know why we don't make it. We should do it. If we're doing stop motion, we could edit this in. I've got Sony Vegas. We'll get some Saving Private Ryan footage. Fine.
In my head I have this vivid idea of JFK's Cuban Missile Crisis speech with Tahoe in the background, and I don't know. I just think that's the funniest thing ever.
Oh,
just
God.
old black and white footage of this real ass looking bionic, like just like the toy but really big.
Who was the assassin on the grassy knoll? You couldn't see him because it was the green Toa.
Yeah, it was the Liwa.
Ah, shit.
Oh man.
Anyway.
It has to, and obviously Kopaka is gonna land in Nunavut.
Well, what? That's the snow one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I had that one. That's the only Bionicle I've ever owned. Was a white one.
Yeah, Kopaka is cool.
I love all colours of Bionicles, by the way. I'm not, I wasn't a white supremacist Bionicle. I'm just saying. That was just...
He had the cool eye thing on his mask.
Exactly.
Oh,
So
man,
neat.
he had many eyes.
And he had the whole shield. He was the only one with the
Yeah.
shield.
I mean, that's the first set that I ever got as well. And I made sure that the last Bionicle set I ever got was the newest version of Kopaka. Like, I already stopped collecting, but when they rebooted the line for a little while, I was like, I have to get Kopaka just to go full circle, So he's both the first and the last set that I ever get Bionicle. Because only I would put thought into that.
Oh.
I think it's true. I think it's only you.
Yeah, but like, it matters.
Does it?
All right.
Yeah.
So we wrap the filming. It goes on to make $3 billion.
Yeah.
Beats out Avengers is the best box office time.
Oh, please.
And we
please.
finally get Manimal's take on the Dragon Ball Z movie, which is just traveling Frieza documenting where he pees.
Just going on this like road trip and just like oh please, I love it. I love it.
Basically, we just need a whole series of art house films, plots, and directors that just happen to be making video game or anime movies.
Yeah. Shit.
Ah. Good times. Thank you for that. I've missed you all.
Yes.
Every time we have this discussion, I question whether I should keep coming back, and yet here we are.
That's how it is.
I don't know.
Just oh shit. I just want everyone to think about the live action Bionicle movie for a little while.
That's your homework for tonight, everyone.
You just think about your great ideas, and they're gonna like like the Lego movie. Like they probably didn't even have Bionicles in that movie.
They didn't, did they?
Of course they didn't. Did you? I don't know. There was in the 2000s. There was a line of hockey player, like kind of Lego kind of Bionicle sets, and it was like a bunch of. And they had a gimmick where their canister was a water bottle, and they had like interchangeable faces, and they like shot pucks if you like turn the gears on their back.
I knew if I went for a piss and came back, you would still be talking about Bionicles. Not moved on.
If you leave me, we're gonna talk about Bionicles.
Okay.
That's how it works.
I'm gonna throw the lasso. I'm gonna rein you in. We've done.
Thank you.
This is what he does when we turn off the podcast. He just keeps talking to himself about Bionicles for an hour.
You leave me, it's gonna happen.
Okay. So at least we've got an episode title: Unity, Duty, Destiny, and the Cuban Revolution.
Yeah.
So there we go. Anyone got any tips and dips that they want to throw out there?
I don't even think for the first time, I don't think I actually have anything to say this time around. Yeah, I don't even know why I said anything, because I don't have anything to say. So my dip is that I don't have anything to say this week.
That's okay. How about you, Brian, Matt? Do you got something to throw out there for us?
I have a dip. We've had too many tips, I think, so we need a dip.
We need to go on a low.
Yeah, and it's kind of it's a tip in a way because it's funny. I don't know. I've been dealing with food poisoning all day, so that's my dip.
Oh.
I woke up at 4 a.m. and from 4 to 6, I was basically just shitting my brains out with "It's Not Unusual" stuck on repeat in my head.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Classic diarrhea song there.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's like when you have a fever and you just cannot get one thing out of your head and you're like, fuck, you can go away, whatever this thing is.
It was very much like that.
If I was ever, losing all my bodily fluids, I'd want Tom Jones there, standing close by, lulling me to, not to sleep, because I guess you can't sleep while you're shitting yourself, but, at least calming me down.
God, I wanted to, though. I was so tired.
What did you eat? What caused food poisoning?
I don't know exactly. I think it was what the guys brought in for lunch yesterday.
Oh, okay. Mystery shit.
It was like ravioli and like chicken Alfredo, but I think the chicken might have been a little underdone, maybe.
Yeah, don't fuck about with chicken.
Yeah, no kidding. You trust people would make it right, but it seems like it was maybe me and another guy who were affected.
It was malicious. They were doing it so you weren't there, so you couldn't get the big contracts or something.
No, it's not like that.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't trust them. I wouldn't trust these motherfuckers.
I mean, I think it's more to do with the restaurant than the company he was in.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like someone had just bought it from home and gone, I've made some chicken, guys. Dig in, motherfuckers. Dig in.
Yeah, no, it's not that kind of thing. So that's my dip. That was my asshole hurts.
Oh, yeah. That stomach acid just tingle.
Oh.
It's no fun.
No, I have acid reflux, so if I get it bad, like that fucking destroys me. Like you just have that pain in your chest for like 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
Sip water and you throw it back up, and you're like, oh, death, please come take me. I need sweet relief.
Well, the sweet voice of Tom Jones just dances in your ears.
What's new, pussycat?
Unusual to be loved.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, he's a sex icon, that man.
So, which song from Tom Jones would be in the credit sequence of the live-action Bionicle movie?
Okay.
It would have to be a new cover of "In the End" by Evanescence.
By Evanescence. Oh shit, that would.
Tom Jones is still alive, right?
Yeah,
Man,
just
imagine
he's
if-
still going.
I don't think we could survive. I don't think we could survive if one early YouTube AMV artist covered another AMV artist.
Okay,
So it's
Evanescence.
a YouTube video.
Still alive.
Yeah, Tom Jones is still
79.
going. We need Tom
He did a
Jones.
thing with the Cardigans in 2017.
Wait, I'm confused. Nair, did you just like mess up?
It was uploaded.
I
Never mind.
absolutely did, but I'm gonna retrofit it and
Because-
say Tom Jones doing a
No.
duet with Evanescence.
Yeah, because I think what you said is better. Like the idea of Evanescence covering In the End is even better than what you were actually
It
saying.
almost sounds like it would be pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Listen to
God.
that.
That's
Either
why I
Tom
said-
Jones got a really bad facelift, or his wrinkles are doing some weird stuff.
He doesn't look. I mean, he's 79, so I don't want to rag on the man too
79,
hard. But
but he does look like he got a weird facelift.
he
So-
did. He's on a British TV show. He's on The Voice, but yeah, he definitely looks like he's had some work done. 'Cause-
To carry on the theme of the Bionicle soundtrack, Linkin Park,
Sake.
even though Chester's not around, Linkin Park will do a cover of Nickelback's Hero, and Nickelback will do a cover of Finger Eleven's Paralyzed.
Okay, Nickelback need to be in the trailer for the Bionicle movie, because can you just imagine like Normandy and it'd be great.
Yeah, with
A really inappropriate song.
with like if today was your last day or something.
No,
or...
Rockstar. It needs to be like
Rockstar.
tonally different. Like, I'm tired of standing in line, but I never
Yeah.
get in.
That
Yeah, Rockstar with like artillery and gunfire.
Slow
flying
motion,
everywhere.
like bodies
I was
falling,
going-
sprays of blood.
I was going to say photograph.
And then like,
Yeah.
and then Tahu's fires flying all over.
No photographs in the movie. That's the montage when like
Oh
he's
yeah,
all disoriented.
It's like a sad.
one of the character
Oh.
dies.
Oh, did you?
Am I back?
Yeah, you. I think you
Yes.
unplugged your
Okay.
mic.
But yeah, it's like a sad sequence where one of the character dies, and like Tahu's like looking through pictures
Look
in
at
like the
this
bunker.
photograph. Can we just sign Nickelback exclusively to this
Yeah.
property?
Okay, they're gonna do everything in the movie then.
Shall we tweet
Play
at them?
every single role.
They'll voice act it as well.
To
Yeah.
really bring home that early 2000s energy of the Bionicle franchise, we're bringing back every popular early 2000s band.
Well, I mean, they already
it
had
would be the most appropriate.
All American Rejects for 2006 when they used "Move Along" in the commercials.
He did do that.
What's his name? The lead singer
So
of
who- So what's next? All Time Low, I guess. Is that the
All
next?
Time
No, it's Tom
Obviously.
Jones doing Move Along.
Yeah.
And even when your hope is gone, move along. Move along. It's all lounge singer covers of 2000s bands. We'll get Frank Sinatra Jr. in there.
Frank Sinatra too.
That's a person, though. He's real.
Pardon me. I only know he's real because I think he's been on Family Guy before. I don't know if the actual Frank Sinatra Jr. has been on there, but they've had that character. Yeah. Should we tweet Chad Kroger and see if he's interested?
Yeah.
Would you care to do this for us? Thanks.
Can we bring back that segment of our podcast Twitter handle? Randomly tries to attract the attention of a random celebrity.
Let's do it. Okay. I think I've got Twitter up right now. Let's do it. Let's will this show? Oh no, fucked it. Look at this photo. I've kind of broken the Twitter thing, so or the window display rather. Chrome. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. Right, it's gonna work now. Everyone's gonna see this.
Oh,
You can see.
Unfortunately, real Frank Sinatra could never have been in Family Guy because he died a year before the show came out.
Oh shit. Oh no, his son was in it.
He was, but Frank Sinatra himself could not have been.
No, he wasn't. I don't think so. I mean, particularly, I think Frank Sinatra had shown up in it, like the character, when they did like one of their cutaways. But obviously, it was he probably wouldn't have agreed to it because it was not not exactly friendly
Look,
towards.
you can make an 82-year-old man do a lot of things.
Okay, what are we saying to Chad Kroger? Would you be interested in doing the soundtrack for World War II / Bionicle live action movie
With a hint of the Cuban Revolution.
with just a hint, just a pinch of the Cuban Revolution.
Just the tip of it.
Just the tip of the Cuban Revolution. With just the tip of the Cuban Revolution. Please DM me and we can negotiate the contract.
Tom Jones is also involved. We gotta name drop our other celebrities that we're wrestling in here.
Is Tom Jones
We'll do this one
on
like
Facebook?
they made movie 41.
Okay, I don't know which one's Tom Jones. There's Tom Jones Astro, Tom Jones NBC, motherfucker Tom Jones.
Just get them all.
Yeah, just
this one's got a
everybody.
blue tick. Tom Jones WSBTV is also
WSBTV.
involved.
That sounds like a weatherman.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck this guy. He didn't go and sing. Alright, let's get rid of him. Okay. Maybe he's not on Twitter. Let's just go Tom.
How about at real Sir Tom Jones?
Oh.
Because that appears to be the real Tom Jones.
Real Sir. Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's put this bad boy on. Tom Jones is
I
also
never
involved.
realized Tom Jones was British.
He's Welsh, I believe.
Well,
Tom Jones is also involved. We represent Paramount. Wait, is that illegal to say that you represent somewhere?
it very might be.
Probably.
We represent a film company. There we go. That's sound. There we
Just
go.
capitalize the FNC and film company.
Oh no, I didn't. It's all lowercase. Never mind. Right, there we go.
It's better that way.
Good. This is fine.
Okay, that's done. There we go, guys. That's been sent. There we go. So we'll see what happens there. That's fine, right? If people saw my Twitter, that's fine. It's only my Twitter handle. That's mine. You can follow me if you want people. Share of big balls. Oh no, have I said? Oh no, never mind. Ignore me. I was just about to say something, but I'll stop. Or the Manga Happy Hour, because we totally log in and use that account still. We tweeted from it recently, I promise you, because I remember the password. But moving on from movies and all that kind of shizzle, let's talk about NaNoWriMo very briefly. I have been writing, but I've not been posting because I have issues and I can't get on the forum for some reason. And I think I've realised what it is, because I can get on it on my phone, but I can't get on it on the Wi-Fi on my phone. So I think it's, for some reason, maybe my provider doesn't like manga readers. But
Huh. Yeah, I guess that's
works out.
possible.
Has everyone else still writing? Manimal, are you still doing stuff?
No, I haven't recently. I mostly have just edited in the last little while.
Okay. That's cool, that's cool. We still need to read it. We need to read up on it.
You did put out your second chapter.
Oh yeah, I did. But I wrote it like 2 weeks ago. I just edited the format of it so it would look better.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Ah.
How about you,
See,
Matt?
I'm still planning to do my 10K in a single day charade.
No way.
So
10k in a day.
yeah, totally.
It's doable.
Is it?
I've easily written because last year I started doing the whole write a short story on Black Friday thing,
Mm-hmm. I remember.
and I hit like 3K words, and I wasn't exactly trying that hard with it.
How many
I feel like
pages?
if I'm committed, I don't know how many pages. It doesn't matter. It's a word count.
I know, but that
So
I kind of view things. I sort of see things easier, and in pages.
I do too, but that's not how I'm trying to conceive of it. Either way, I hit about 3K just kind of pittering about for a couple hours. I feel like if I was committed to it, I could definitely hit 10K. I don't know if the quality's going to suffer from that. I'm sure it will.
10k
But
in one day. Jesus.
I totally possible. Easy.
Easy, he says. Easy.
No, as long as you just fall into like the actual, rhythm of it, you should be fine.
Because, like, don't get me wrong, there's been times when I'm like, you get into the rhythm, you feel the rhythm, and you're going, and you're like, this is fucking going nicely. Like, you're steaming through things. But I guess I don't know. I've never really looked. Like I say, I always think of things more in the pages as opposed to the word count. But let me see. So on Google Docs, which is where I write, we type Arial 11, the best of all fonts. 17 pages is 7,250 words. So I would say 24 pages, 25 pages of A4. That's pretty sick.
I'll say I'm looking at a story or a short story I did a while back, but still fairly recently. And this is double spaced, but it came out at 8 pages and just shy of 2,000 words.
So we're looking at 16 pages. Wow. Fuck, I couldn't write 16 pages in a day. I'm lucky to do about 4. You saw my progress on NaNoWriMo. I put out like a paragraph an hour.
I've definitely written. I hazard to say how many pages I've actually written in a day, but definitely more than 18.
Jesus.
I mean, back when I was a freshman in college and I was doing nothing else with my life but writing, I'd probably crank out 25 pages a day. So I just sit there and write from like sun up to sun down. What else do you got going on?
That's true, I suppose. If you have a dedicated day, I don't know, because I don't know. Like I say, I'm trying to remember, but yeah, there have been moments when I've done like 5-6 hours of writing continuously, where you just fucking burn through the night.
Yeah, my goal is to get into the kind of like cult leader kind of words just come out in like a rhythm kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've definitely been there. So I feel like if I just, eat enough like turkey and carbs the day before to just be completely zonked out the next day, I can just slip into it.
Now, I don't want to be responsible for anything that gets written during that state, but good luck to you. I will not be able to do that on Black Friday.
You'll probably be working, I assume.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
But good news is it's no longer in the same department, and I'm like an eighth of the size and have way more free time now. So looking forward to getting back into writing. I did like a short story last weekend that was, man, it's just fun to get back to.
Yeah.
When you're not doing, 55-hour weeks every week, it's, oh lordy, it's a good time.
There's nothing like that feeling when you've put it off and you've not felt it, and then it's just when it clicks inside and you're like, yeah. I fucking
and
do
it's
this
bad.
shit.
Don't get me wrong, it's bad, but
Yeah,
you can feel the rust shaking off, and it's good.
yeah. I'm not expecting to write a golden 10,000 words. I'm expecting to write 10,000 words.
All work and no play makes Matt a dull boy. All work and no play makes Matt a dull boy.
You gonna do it. No, I have more power to you, Matt. That's actually interesting. That's a really cool. Oh no, well, I was gonna say I want to do that too, but Black Friday is when we get paid, and it's essentially going to be that's one of the few days off that me and my girlfriend have together, and we've kind of agreed that that's going to be 90% of Christmas shopping will be done on that day. So I'm going to be dead by the end of that, and my wallet
you're
is
not gonna have
also
the time.
going to be dead. But I've got 12 days off now, so I might just block a full day out to just boot camp writing. Because I am interested. I'm wondering how many words I could write. 10K in a day sounds impossible to me, but like you say, I suppose if you get into a flow.
God, I need to track down that like college paper that I wrote in the span of a night that was supposed to be like a month-long project. It's still got to be on.
So literally every bit of coursework I ever did during my education.
Yeah.
I did that for my final paper for, what was it, like English for scientists and engineers.
Mhm.
It turns out it was, I forget how long it was. It was 20 pages long, I think, ultimately. But I did it in a 16-hour rush. I sat down and I did not move for 16 hours.
Ooh.
I just remember at the end of it, like walking out of my college bedroom at like, I don't know, like 11 p.m. and eating an entire bag of tortilla chips because I hadn't eaten nothing all day.
No, mine was like a 14-page thing on a cult based around Joan of Arc. It was a class called Saints, Relics, and Miracles, and it was all about the tiny cults that would pop. Well, not cults, but just like the areas where a saint would have a following.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to basically pick a saint and, using the information we'd learned in the class, explain how, a following would pop up. So it was just, here's how Joan of Arc would have her own following. And now in hindsight, there's a weird fate connection with anime Joan of Arc that still I think is hilarious.
I think she's massively different to how she's
A little
perceived.
bit.
Just a little bit.
Or that weird PSP Joan of Arc game that is half historical but also has lion people.
I have no.
I mean,
clue.
I was also going to say about Joan of Arc in Drifters, where she has fire powers.
Fancy.
What an interesting historical figure she was. Truly someone worthy of reverence.
That's a quote from
If
the old.
Joan of Arc could throw actual fireballs at people, I think she would have supplanted Jesus. I really do.
Probably. But then Jesus could do anything, so you'd whip her
Yeah,
ass.
but Jesus wasn't around to defend himself no more.
He could come back if he wanted to.
Well, yeah, no, Jesus isn't going to fill that role in a tactical party. He's going to be your healer. He's fucking OP as a white mage, but I don't know that he's going to have... Well, no, because he's going to have the holy magics.
He does have double damage against plant types.
He's good for morale. You get that boost of water to wine.
He's like
Free
Gandalf
booze.
the White in Minas Tirith. He's running around rallying the troops. That's how I imagine Jesus, as Ian McKellen. But we should probably talk about some anime, because we have been on some
shit.
random tangents. But I have not had much chance to watch anything this week. I have only watched Fire Force and Dr. Stone, which ironically are from last season. So I apologize in advance.
Well, we can talk about those because we're also been running a long time on this show, so we might as well make this portion quick.
That's true. Okay,
I can make it quick.
go for it.
On Netflix, there is a 40-minute long series of music videos all packaged together as Sound and Fury
I really
Right.
want to see this.
by
Because I
Sturgill
have-
Simpson.
Uh-huh.
He is one of the few country artists of today that I still really enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, I don't know how much truth there is to the story of how it came about, but he overdosed on DMT, woke up in a hospital and said, I'm going to make an anime. Tracked down the guys who made the Batman Ninja movie and the JoJo Bizarre Adventure openings that are 3D and collaborated with them. And sure enough, he did it. The absolute
He
mad
did.
lad.
I do believe there's a decent amount of truth because he has definitely talked about doing psychedelics to come up with music before this.
Oh, yeah.
So it is
Turtles All the Way Down is a great song.
Yes. So it's not the first time.
I'm going to see if I can't find there, because the very first segment in that, the first music video segment in that show has a trio of characters who are the most shout out as Legos design aesthetic. And I'm trying to find pictures of them because it's like a cowboy guy, an Afro guy, and Japanese man, and they all just make katanas and they get killed immediately. But oh man, it's good.
Oh, we do have it on the UK one. I didn't think we did. There's also an Agretsuko We Wish You a Metal Christmas. So if anyone wants to see that, we've got Haikyuu as well, Let's come to a UK Netflix stepping up that game. Have you guys seen that Says Manos or whatever it's called as well? Like
Says Manos?
Advertisements for it.
Yeah.
And I saw like the first couple. Is that? It's not Japanese.
No, it's like is it set in Mexico or somewhere?
Because it's about like an American CIA guy or something.
Definitely. So it's a Netflix original anime series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Orphans raised by a martial arts master are plunged into a mystery involving demonic powers, drug cartels, ancient rituals, and blood sacrifice.
Okay, so on the official Seis Manos website, 3 orphan martial arts warriors join forces with a DE agent and a Mexican federale to avenge the death of their beloved mentor.
It looked cool.
I mean,
from the little adverts.
It looks pretty radical.
Maybe I'll add it onto the old list because I really enjoyed Be the Beginning. Well, I really enjoyed it, but at the same time, I will say that the plot wasn't incredible, but it was fun. It was a really fun watch. So if this is similar, like just 12 episodes of stylish sort of anime, then I'll go for it. Excuse me, I almost choked on water. But let's power through. Sound and Fury, I'll have to give a watch as well, because that looks cool. But
I saw
Go on, sorry.
one of the videos from it. It's very fun looking. I want to watch the whole thing at some point. But I've been powering through the
season.
The Dark Crystal series.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
How is that?
Which I finally finished that. It's really good. Very fun to watch. Like it's
really fixed the problem I had with the old series of the faces on the main characters didn't emote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gelflings were.
The original movie is terrifying for a couple reasons, and it's not just the Skeksis.
Although they're
also,
up
I
there.
didn't realize Simon Pegg was the counselor the whole time, or whatever Count Sexil.
Oh, the scientist guy.
No, the one in the red robes, who's all.
Oh no, that
is that not him? Is that not Simon Pegg?
Oh, that is, yeah. No, I'm thinking of Mark Hamill as the scientist. Never mind.
Was Mark Hamill the scientist?
Yes.
Either way, it's a good show. I'm ready for the second season to come out.
Fair dues. So yeah, I like the idea of bringing back old movies, but doing them turning them into a TV show, because you can explore a lot more than just retreading the same beats in a movie.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, it's still like all puppets for the most part. So there's definitely things where it's like, yeah, that's kind of awkward looking. Like watching the Gelflings walk around, still weird.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's fair dues. But I was going to say, which one do you want to start with, Dr. Stone or Fire Force?
We can do let's do Dr. Stone. I think we usually do Dr. Stone first.
I think so. So, boy, it's only taken 19 episodes, or 13 episodes, I guess. But Taiju is coming back potentially, or at least he's been mentioned.
We
again.
saw like hit a back image shot of him.
Yeah, that's in the opening, I think, as well. So it feels recycled, but I'm glad. At least we get to see what he's doing. Although I almost feel like they'll. Well, I don't think they will, but like, there's definitely going to be a couple episodes devoted to like what the fuck they've been doing for the last 6 months. Although I'm still not convinced that they're going to be able to win. Just because you have the communication technology doesn't mean you're going to have to fight at one point, like against Tsukasa, and you ain't going to win.
That's more or less true, but at the same time, it's Senku. He has plot powers.
Well, he's going to win, obviously, but
yeah.
And I'm like, how are you going to
They're not going to win in a head-to-head fight, objectively.
Because I was like, okay, most powerful weapon, tank. He's gonna make a tank. He's gonna somehow make a tank. It's a tank.
I
It's a...
mean,
No, it's not.
communication really is a huge deal. You know,
And
it's
why
won
did
a
he?
lot more. It's won a lot more battles than tanks did.
I don't know. Put an iPhone against a tank. I'm choosing the tank. That's all I'm
It's
saying.
not. The problem is tanks have iPhones in them there these days. And
That's
if you
kinda
can't
true.
find the guy with an iPhone, you can't kill him with a tank.
That sounded like wise advice. You must
Yeah.
know where the iPhone is to strike the iPhone. Yeah, I thought it would be a tank.
The most powerful weapon. It's nunchucks, but 2 chainsaws.
That's some Dead Rising 2 shit right there. Was it the paddles, the oars with chainsaws on either side? That was a fucking great game. That's what I want to see as a movie, live action video game movie. Like Dead Rising. But yeah, it was really interesting. Like it's just ticking along nicely. Dr. Stone. You know, this Hyoga guy, because at the end of last episode, I was like, they're not going to kill him, are they? They're not going to kill him. They're not going to kill him. Then you've got the acrobatic girl, which I'm assuming is like some kind of gymnast or trapeze artist.
I
or
would
something.
think, yeah, some sort of gymnast or something.
Because she was
Which no,
too athletic. But I
very
thought,
athletic. Also not wearing any pants.
nope. Well,
Not even
Kohaku's the
not even a
same.
bit of pants. Yeah, but like even Kohaku had more pants than that.
That's true. But I thought because the showed them like destroying the bridge to what's her name, Ruri, the priestess girl. Is it Ruri?
Oh yeah,
It says Ruri, isn't it?
Ruri.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was like, oh okay. Are they going to kidnap her from the water or whatever? Has he got like a boat or some shit? Like, you know. So I thought that was going to be the idea, but instead they just burnt the bridge, showed that they're looking all stranded and hopeless, and then that's it, I think. I don't think she got rescued. But then we didn't see what happened. It was overall confusing shit. Have you checked out Dr. Stone at all now? Like, have you seen it or read the manga or...
I read the first couple volumes, but you are well beyond where I read.
Yeah. It's, did you drop it, or was it just one of those things that fell by the wayside?
It was just something I sat in a store while I was waiting for someone else, and I kind of read the first volume or maybe 2. I don't know. I liked what I read, but it's just one of those things where if I sit down and read something, I'm binging pretty much the entire thing,
Yeah.
and then I wait for another 2 years, which is what I did with Hero Aka.
Yeah. I have...
See, I
Go on.
sorry. No, I was just gonna say. I think kind of taking it back a second. I think the thing is they didn't have any recon to know what Rui's all about yet.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
It was mostly just okay. So we'll burn down the bridges, and then they'll have to run over here, and then we'll get them. But that got foiled, so didn't work
Sweeper,
out.
saving the day. Melon Girl, MVP of the fucking team. Once again. Save them all. Although I realised, because I'm watching it now, and my girlfriend started watching it with me, but she's jumped on from like episode 12 or something, because she just thought it was interesting, and she hasn't watched back, and I've kind of told her what's happened. So like when the sulfur gas, she's like, so what is this? What is this woman? Like, what's this woman thing? Like, just didn't understand, and I was like, well, it's kind of like just a visual representation of the blah 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 blah. So that must have been awfully confusing. When you could see the sulfur gas. And I was like, so you can't see it, but that's so we know it's there. It's showing a deadly intent.
It's a metaphor.
But yeah, it's going to be really interesting. And I sort of like how we have another roadmap. So like that was like the arc to make the cure-all drug. And you had the little step-by-step, and he actually literally did do all of the roadmap. And now we're going to do it again, but to make a cell phone. But it's probably going to be a walkie-talkie more than the cell phone, I imagine.
I mean, who knows? Senku knows how to make anything.
Yeah, he's a smart boy. He's a smart boy, that lad. So I wouldn't put it past him to make a... Well, he said it wasn't going to be a smartphone, but, you know. I don't know how he's going to do it, but I'm sure they'll make... I mean, they made the drug thing fine. Do you know what I mean? Like, that didn't seem unrealistic. Well, obviously, you know, in the realms of the story itself, it didn't stretch the stretch your believability too much. You were like, yeah, I can guess this superhuman intelligent boy can come up with that and make that reasonably.
I mean, I think ultimately the whole thing is none of it's realistic because it's all just science.
Yeah.
You just can't expect to have one, 16-year-old high schooler to have memorized all this, but that's how it goes.
He's all right. He's had 3,700 years to drill it into his brain.
He watched a lot of those YouTube videos that are just people out in the wilderness building different houses and that kind of thing.
He's subscribed to Vsauce 1, 2, and 3, so he's sorted. He knows everything. This guy. But,
He had 3,000 years just listening to the Joe Rogan podcast. He knows everything.
It was just stuck on repeat.
the Joe Rogan Alex Jones episode was fucking quality. That's a masterpiece. Oh, the Elon Musk one as well,
Yes.
isn't it? That was good as well.
Yeah, I was saying, just waiting every couple hundred years the Elon Musk episode comes back around.
And he's like, oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I was going to say, Manimal's left. He's gone to bed. Good night, Manimal. Love you.
Good night, boy.
Good night,
Hello,
little boy.
everybody.
Good night, boy.
What a lovely boy.
He's a lovely little boy. He's tired now, and he's tucked himself up into his Bionicle bed sheets and get to dreaming about Normandy or Cuba or somewhere.
Hugging his golly flesh pillow.
Flesh pillow.
Whoa.
Wow.
I'm going with flesh pillow.
A flesh pillow. That's the next step in the evolution of hug pillow, isn't it? New
Yeah,
fleshy
it's gonna
feel.
Synthetic flesh grafted right onto it.
If they made, I guess they already do because they make sex dolls. But I was going to say if they made like synthetic waifus, people would buy them. But that they do make dolls anyway, so that's never mind.
Just
Yeah.
did the sex doll.
It's a sex doll.
Out of curiosity, what happens when you Google image search flesh pillow?
I don't
Mm,
want to know.
you can bite that
get-
bullet.
You get pillows featuring the Flash.
Oh, Flash.
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean, I
that's safe.
googled flesh, but it comes up with a lot of flash.
Google is going, are you sure you didn't mean Flash Bellows?
Ah, you use Google.
Are you sure?
You used Google. You need to use Bing. That's the one that'll show you what you want. That'll show you the good stuff. That's
Come on over to Yahoo. We don't give a shit anymore.
okay. So I have a Pigfoot plush pillow which looks horrendous. These all look horrendous. Yeah, these aren't good. Who is that? Horizon Dawn body pillow. A skin suit.
I see. Okay, apparently I wasn't using Google. I was using. I think I was on Bing. Whatever Koza uses.
I don't know. I have no clue. I'm gonna get off this anyway. I'm gonna close this down.
Say if you Google, if you hit it on Google, what you end up with is just like a lot of flesh-colored pillows.
Yeah.
Tip like regular old Crayola. Oh.
There's a weird one.
Oh.
Yeah, there's one weird one that I stumbled
I
across.
feel it looks like a dead fetus.
Is it the Pigfoot one?
I think it's a whole pig one.
Oh, yeah, it's sort of like over the person's shoulder.
No.
Oh.
She's like cradling it, and then she has another one for her head.
I don't know. Next week, no, Dr. Stone. We're going to see Taiju and Yuzuria or whatever. We'll see Tsukasa's empire get trounced. Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think.
Not
I think
next
it's going to be a
episode,
while. It's going to come up eventually,
Yeah.
but not yet.
I would laugh if they wrapped it up like super, super quick. It's just, there we go. It's done. He's not a threat anymore. It's all good. The only other thing I watched as well is Fire Force, which I'm enjoying this little arc. Giovanni struck attacking the engineer dudes. Surprise, surprise. Lisa, his protege, is a double
looks
agent.
Look exactly like him.
Yeah. I was thinking, are they going to do like a sister trope? Like, do you know, like, oh my god, she's a long lost sister? But I'm like, that's already Shinra's thing with his brother Sho. I was like, they can't They can't do that. Like, you can't just give two characters the same arc and the same plots. So, I don't really will. Obviously, she's going to turn and see the light and, come back and save him and all that kind of stuff, because that's what happens in anime.
Maybe.
I feel like it's going to happen, because they act too maniacal, and then all of a sudden they'll go, no, he was kind to me, and Giovanni's a bit of a widget. He's the Mayuri Kuretsuchi.
Giovanni's very strange. Like, at first he was just kind of, like, weird and menacing. He's gone full-on kooky bananas.
Yeah, that was really, really bizarre. So I guess...
I like it, though.
Yeah, I did,
like,
yeah.
It's better than just being, like, weird, plague doctor mask guy, which is still fine.
Yeah.
But the fact his goes full-on Scooby-Doo spinning around arms...
Yeah, because he was presented as just very monotone, very, very robotic. That's the whole point. He's composed, he's calm. He spouted the same lines about looking before you leap and all that kind of shit, with all his gadgets and chisel. And then he lost his rag. He's like, I looked and 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 looked
and looked. His voice actor is very good too.
Yeah, it was a nice touch, because it's he would have been a bit one-dimensional if he was just I'm calm robot employee or whatever. So yeah, I'm assuming Lisa will help. We also learned a lot about Arthur's powers, is that if he feels nightly, he can create a stronger flame sword. So all it took was him to see a reflection of himself, well, an image of himself, and realize how shit he looked.
He had a donkey's head strapped to his crotch.
Yeah, he looked pretty silly. But I liked how he got up afterwards, and I assume we'll go through the resolve of it's not how knightly he looks, it's how knightly and how knightly his deeds are, or his intentions are, I guess. Like, he's going to look past the appearance of it all and then be like, no, I am a knight because I'm protecting blah 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 blah, the princess he calls
something,
the sister.
So we'll see. I really do like what we've got set up here.
Really
Mirage, the dude with the mirages is cool.
Yeah,
it seems a bit one note, but he could do something. Who knows?
He'll probably have like some kind of anger power. I don't know. He just seems the type who's like, when I get more angry, I can make more flame. But Shimmer will wake up, come do something. Arthur will probably have a cool resolution. But I'm really interested to see what they do.
Yeah, I want to see what Giovanni's powers end up being besides just weird robot
gadgets.
Hands.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got gadgets, but I want to see him have fire powers,
Well, I think he used fire powers, pyromancy, for the rocket-powered hands. Like, he guided the hands using power, but obviously that's just manipulating flames, and that's quite, most of them can do that.
Yeah, but it also could just be technology. I don't know. Maybe he's another dude who doesn't have powers and just gets by on turning himself into a robot. Who knows?
Possibly. I'd kind of
like
him to be that.
We should point out, though, that Giovanni's trying to get the key to Amaterasu, which is the giant energy plant that powers Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Or a good chunk of the world at this point, if we're being honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
But it sounds like because he's definitely working for the Evangelist, it sounds like they want to get the key to unlock its true power, which would probably just make it go crazy and burn the planet away.
Oh, yeah, possibly, actually.
That's what I'm getting out of this.
That might be it. I don't know. Maybe they wanted to destroy it. I never really thought about it. I was just like, he wants a key. He's looked and 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 looked. But he hasn't got it.
Looked.
I was kind of surprised as well how they just fucking shot the kid as well, like in the chest.
Shot the kid.
He just fucking blasted it. Like, I was like,
didn't even look. He just shot him.
He was just like, are you going to tell me where the key is? No. And like, I thought there was just going to be a drawn out long, well, I'm going to take him with me, or, I'm going to choke him, please say so. But no, just straight up, bam! Like, fucking shot, like, just not center of the chest, so he's not like in the heart, but that's a kill shot pretty much. Like, that's through the lung.
Stuck his cane out. He stuck the cane gun out, shot him, put the cane gun down, never moved his eyes, and he's just like, that's probably fatal.
Yeah.
You should tell me.
I was fucking surprised. I was like, oh, they just shot the kid. But that was pretty cool. It's pretty brutal. But it's ended on that. The engineer
Vulcan,
I think his name is, he's...
Yep.
broken
yawn.
essentially. He's pretty much like, well, he was saying the family's broken. Like, obviously the dialogue at the beginning was on the nose, establishing, his whole family thing. But that's fine. It's shonen. You can do that. But I really like where it's left off because we're gonna get some good, Shinra coming through to the rescue, and then hopefully Squad 8, because I assume they have mobile phones and stuff in this day and age, in this era.
I'm not sure they do. I haven't seen anyone. Have we seen anyone use a cell phone? I feel like there's been a lot of flying around and shouting at people.
Oh, maybe actually. I don't know now. I think about it. I can't remember if I've actually seen anything like that.
Everyone's running on diesel punk anyway, so
Yeah,
it's hard to say.
I'm
They
hoping
definitely
Squad 8
have
come.
phones, but cell phones, I don't know.
It'd be cool if Squad 8 came. I'd like to see that. Mackie tearing up shit and the lieutenant.
I'd also kind of just like to see Arthur beat the shit out of two of the White Knight dudes.
Yeah,
And
it's his
then
chance to
Vulcan
shine.
beat the shit out of Giovanni, because I feel like Vulcan. It's not clear if he has fire powers or not. I mean,
He's
the
fucking
chick's
jacked
fire
now.
powers kind of came out of nowhere, but he is jacked.
He could punch the fuck out of that guy. He's gonna drum him, and also he's got mechanical. I suppose he could. I could see him totally fighting Giovanni because he has the whole thing of you've got to make something indestructible, and if he's gonna break, so he could
exactly.
have the whole line. It's perfect for when he breaks apart like Giovanni's arm or whatever, and it's like, this isn't true tech. This isn't not indestructible.
I'm kind of waiting for the whole house to turn into a robot.
Oh, that'd be pretty sick. To be fair,
He does have the giant red button that I think last time it got pressed launched a missile,
elephant.
like a surface-to-air missile shaped like an elephant head.
Yes.
So
He's got to have some form of defenses, I'd imagine.
clearly, I don't know. I was also confused whether or not the orb Giovanni smashed was the one the kid made or the one Vulcan had.
I think it was the one that Vulcan had, because Vulcan smashed the one the kid made. Unless he could have repaired
Yes,
it
but
again,
that had been in the past. So
yeah, he could have fixed it again. Possibly. I thought the key was going to be in that, or that was going to be the key, that orb. So I was like, aha, the orb.
because that's what I thought as well. And the way Vulcan tries to smash everything, you would think it would have taken more than just a single Giovanni hit to go through.
Yeah, he's a captain now, so we guess he's super strong. Possibly.
You assume? I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, he's bleach power levels, kind of.
Not
Yeah.
even close.
Really looking forward to the next episode of that one. I was a bit gutted that it ended, which is always a sign of a good episode when you want to see more. So sadly, that's all I saw. But I want to catch up with No Guns Life, because I'm still enjoying that. My Hero, I know what's going on. It's in that new season part where it takes a while to kind of just get back onto the, back into the meat of the story. You're just setting up stuff, just foreshadowing the villain and all that kind of thing. So we'll see. In a couple more weeks, I'll probably start talking about it again. However, that is all the anime that we've got time for, because we devoted 40 minutes to Bionicles and World War II. But by God, what anime podcast worth its salt wouldn't do that?
Not any of them. Except us. That's who.
Yeah.
That makes us the best.
The automatic best. So, yeah, that's all we got time for. We're getting out before we get to the 2-hour mark, guys. Thank you very much for listening.
You say that this call's been going on for 2.5 hours already.
It's been a bit.
It's been a while, but it's been a blast having you back. It's always a
missed
pleasure,
you
Matt,
guys.
as
Thank you.
always.
Uh-huh.
We will be back next week for some shenanigans and some shares that we'll do. I don't know. We'll decide next week. But tune in next week,
Yep.
guys. We'll see y'all. Bye, bye, lullaby, bye, bye, bye,
Bye.
bye.